Hey guys, this is LaQuan Smith here at my studio located in Long Island City where everything goes down LaQuan Smith. My brand first came together by my grandmother. She taught me how to sew at the age of 13. I was gifted a sewing machine at that age. And from that very moment, I knew for sure that I was destined to be a fashion designer. I started the business and the brand in 2012. I'm self-taught. I was rejected from both FIT and Parsons, major top schools in New York. And that really gave me the motivation and the determination to proceed through and really just start my own brand and start my own business, and here I am today. Currently right now, I am in the middle of Market Week, which is basically a week where I am presenting my brand new Spring Summer 21 collection to all international buyers to potentially be sold in stores for the summer and spring of 2021. I'll go from sketching, I might even go from referencing. There's a lot of conversations happening in the office, and it's a developing process. The creative process is never ending. I'm collaborating with everyone on my team. I have literally the best design team in New York City, in my opinion. We're creative, we're young, we're smart, we're innovative, we're resourceful, and we make shit happen. My sales director, she's like, LaQuan, I think we should make this a bit more commercial. It is taken into consideration. Whenever we have fittings, I love seeing my sewers and my tailors when their faces glow up, when the models are strutting in the office, and I'm like, walk for me, let me see you make a spin on twirl. Their faces light up because they can really see just the hard work that we're putting into this. It's great for the culture and the nature of the business. A normal day in my studio, it really varies. We could go from me coming into the office and me overseeing production and manufacturing for store orders to online orders, or it could be another day where I have a celebrity client coming in because she's getting fitted for her tour. This mood board is basically it's all the moods, it's all the aesthetics, it's fabric swatches, it's everything that I want to portray within the collection. It showcases vintage 1970s Cadillacs and ice mint and baby blues, and just sort of this concept of the smell of champagne, new money, and leather seats. That is really the full aesthetic of LaQuan Smith Spring Summer 21. And so these are just images that just really inspired me and allowed me to come up with the designs that I did. It is so important for me to stay inspired. It is 50% of my job to stay inspired. I'm always pinning things on the wall. I'm constantly getting fabric swatches and making inspiration boards. We have models coming in and I'm taking images of fittings and constantly having reference images and YouTube videos, maybe of showcasing Azadine Alaya runway shows from the 90s. It is always a constant creative energy in the office that is just upbeat and vibrant, and it's just so essential to my designs. Some of my latest sketches on the board, just visualizing with fabrics and things like that. Then we start with the pattern development, and from the pattern then goes into a muslin process. And so what a muslin is basically the first mock-up of the design. And then after the revisions are made, then we go to obviously the sample making, which my sewers are working on right now. One of the reasons why I chose Long Island City, New York is because I'm originally born and raised in Queens, New York, and it was very important to me that I kept the identity of the brand where I'm from. I remember New York used to be the heart of manufacturing, and the fact that that's not the case anymore, to me, manufacturing in Queens, New York really holds a lot of value, and it's really sentimental and precious for myself and also for the women who are purchasing the clothes. When you flip up your clothes, most labels will say made in China, made in Turkey, made somewhere else. But the fact that it is made in New York City, made in Long Island City, Queens, New York, it's very special in itself. It feels very bespoke. It feels like, the quality is there. It feels like the manufacturing is really on point. And that's ultimately what I do care about. That is the core value of the passion and the work and the skills that I'm putting into it. It's all about craftsmanship. It's also away from Manhattan. It feels like we're away from the hustle and the bustle. We're in a bubble, which I'm very proud of. No noise, there's no, background, there's no distractions of any sort. I feel like I am just in a space of peace and inspiration, and it's the best medicine for my creativity. And what I have here is just a small preview of fabrics that I am sort of thinking of for fall. And that's kind of how it starts. It's really the process of elimination. I'm always accumulating fabrics and ideas, and I'm probably pinning things on the wall. Sometimes I run across like stunning beadwork ideas that I really love, or leathers that I really love, just really trying to, you know, get the ideas pumping for the new collection. So the mood board that I showcase is a reflection of this collection that I have just debuted for spring summer 21. The collection is bright, it's vibrant, you know, it's mixed with a lot of gem tone colors and also some pastels, but it has a very like motorcycle kind of like Cadillac automobile sexiness to it. This is one of my favorite pieces. It's a full PVC pencil skirt. I love it so much. I think this is just like awesome. These like insane like motor pants, which is, they look really long, but they're intentionally supposed to like crunch up and have a bit of a really hard, edgy texture to it. Another like beautiful piece that I love. It's a full silk charmeuse dress, plunging like deep V-neck line and like a rouge. So I mean, this is the perfect cocktail silhouette for like date night or like girls night out. This is not your traditional silk button-up blouse. I wanted to do something that was like funky and fresh and modern, so I did a silk blouse with these insane prints on it. And basically it's a woman smoking a cigarette with a $100 bill in her mouth. And then also there's like this really cool like print where it's like LaQuan Smith as like her grills. I just thought it was funky. It makes you not be so serious. Like you don't take it so seriously. You can wear this with like jeans or like leggings or anything. So I really, really love this. And I love it even more because it's sort of unisex in a way. I love this trench coat. This, in my mind, is like the perfect trench coat for when you are going to your man's house and it's raining outside and you're just like, I forgive you, you know, and you just show up in this like splashing number in the rain. I think it's so sexy, it's so daring, and it's also kind of like very feminine and romantic, and I love it. This is like one of my favorite pieces. It's a very like Marie Antoinette, like in like to 2021, I guess. Well, because of the bell sleeves and sort of this very like medieval kind of ancient but very like French romantic beadwork. In a way, I love beadwork. All of my beadwork is hand beaded and done in India. So you have to imagine how insane that was for me for spring 21, trying to basically get beadwork pieces done in a whole pandemic. It was a full nightmare, but we got it done by the grace of God. So this board is sort of like my fitting board. It's a board where I'm showcasing all of the fittings and the fits and just different outfit changes. It's really a conversation between the designer and really the stylist and the team, just figuring out what goes with what, run of show, color-wise. If you see here, like we have like numbers, and these are basically indicating like run of show, like if we were gonna do a runway show or we are prepping to do a lookbook, like which look should go first or which look should come out second, third, last. It's like a visual dialogue on, you know, how we're gonna display the collection. These are some archive pieces from like past collections that I've done that are like really, really special to me. This was from the spring summer 20 collection, which was sort of a Western glam inspired collection, sort of LaQuan Smith hold down, if you will. This is also another piece that was hand beaded and done in India. As you can see, I'm obsessed with India and I'm obsessed with beadwork and just all things glamorous. And then we also did like a full-on beaded version as well, which didn't come out the way that I envisioned, but that's sort of the design process. Is like you design something and sometimes it's a hit or miss, sort of like albums. All right guys, it's about that time. Unfortunately, I have to get back to work and start working on my fall winter 21 collection, but please be sure to check out Revolve's YouTube page and also follow me on Instagram, LaQuan_Smith. Bye, thank you for coming.